What's going on, guys? I'm actually on my way to Chattanooga, Tennessee, which is right up the road from me. Gonna fish Chickamauga for the next couple of days. I'm actually gonna meet up with the guys from the Anglr App, the little button I wear on my hat, and I've been talking about it, I guess, for the last 2 or 3 months on my Friday Night Lives. But the pretty cool thing is that Chickamauga should be pretty much on fire right now. At least I'm hoping. Water's kind of stabilized, the weather's stabilized, and the bass should start biting here, if not today, then tomorrow. But in this video, I'm basically just gonna vlog it. Gonna show you guys our trip. They're actually gonna show me a lot of the updates and stuff that are coming out on the Anglr App. I get to mess around with those and learn them, because a lot of it has to do with the thoughts that I had and the thoughts that I gave them about wanting to use the app to teach you guys more about how I move around the water and how I find fish, and basically just let you guys kind of sneak into my fishing trips. But yeah, it's gonna be pretty cool. We'll probably show you a little bit of that on the video, but more importantly, I just want to go fishing. So take it easy and stay tuned. We're gonna knock them out tomorrow. If I ever fish in the water, I might catch some fish, you know? Well, starting the day off right. So then I want to show you guys what it looks like on the phone. So basically, that little bullseye right there is where I marked a waypoint. Doesn't mean I caught a fish. If I hit the button once, yeah, it marks where I caught a fish, and then when I open up the app, I'll show you that when it happens, if that happens. But yeah, definitely, that's kind of how it looks like. It's pretty cool. Yeah, if I catch a fish. Got him, fish! Caught him on a fluke. He'll be 10 pounds in about 12 years. Good morning. It's cold.
A little bit, yeah.
Not too cold. You're from Pennsylvania, so it's snowing where you're at.
Yep, getting a few inches.
But today we are going to finish off our trip. He's got to leave at about 2 o'clock. He's going to drive all the way home.
7 hours. Yeah.
Yep. And if you guys didn't get his name, this is Jacob from Anglr. So today what we're going to do is he's basically going to show me how to use Anglr and all the little details, make sure that I know what I need to know in order to be able to teach you guys. This video is not about teaching you guys or even showing off the Anglr app too much. Mainly we're just going to go fishing. I'm going to learn it. That way I can put everything together in a video and make it a little bit more comprehensive and a little bit more understandable than what I could do right now, because I would do nothing but confuse people. It's not a difficult app. It's just, for me, I have to know all the details in order to be able to teach you guys. So that's the goal today. Our conditions today are post cold front. Actually, the cold front will finish moving through here in about 2 hours. So with water levels dropping, it looks like it dropped 4 or 5 inches overnight, so the bass are going to be pulled out. We're going to get a little bit of wind. Other than that, we'll just have to go with the conditions. I'm going to talk you guys through how I try to figure them out, how to find them. First things first, I'm going to go try to find some bait, find some type of a life. I say this in every video I talk about finding fish, is I talk about being able to go and find birds on the bank, or life on the water, things ticking, bass schooling, fish just life in general in that area, and that's where I'm going to start. So that's what I'll spend on the first several minutes of the day doing, and we're going to rock and roll and have some fun.
Yes, sir.
Sorry for the long intro. All right, so I'm literally just idling out of the boat ramp. We're halfway back in the creek on Lake Chickamauga, and the crazy thing is this year, first time it's ever happened to me, we really didn't have a fall. The fall pattern lasted maybe a week and a half. It just got from real hot to real cold very, very fast. Water levels tanked, water temperature tanked, and the bass basically have already started moving out of the creek, which is a little early, really. But we got a water temperature of 51 degrees. And once that water temperature back in the backs of the creeks gets into those low 50s, 52, 53, the bait fish start to move back to the back out to the main lake. And so I'm literally just gonna go ahead and start right here idling through, and we just went over a school bait fish. I'll show you another one here in just a minute. But I literally, that's all I'm looking for is just life. I'm looking for the bait fish. So I always divide a creek up into thirds. First third, middle third, back third. Back third is where they were in the fall pattern, where they would have been had the fall pattern held up. Now I'm looking from middle third, which is where the boat ramp was, to the front, and trying to find the most life I possibly can. A school of bait fish doesn't mean there's a lot of bass in the area, so I want to find a bunch of bait and hopefully birds on the bank. Birds on the bank means the bait is shallow and everything is active and things are feeding, and that's where I'm gonna stop and fish. If I don't see birds, just gonna look for life and go fishing. So that's the start. You guys gotta be patient. You don't want to catch fish right away if you don't know where they're at. You can't catch them if you're not on them. So that's what I'm gonna spend the first little while doing. I don't care if he does have to drive home tonight. All right, this is what I'm talking about. When you know you find the fish. Look at it, it blanked out the screen because it's so thick. But this is the kind of bait fish I'm looking for this time of the year. There's actually a larger fish right there feeding on them or chasing them. Another one, some more right there. So we're going to stop here at the mouth and work our way back where I'm idling over. But yeah, that's the kind of stuff I'm looking at, and I'm gonna show you. It's a bluff wall, deep water in front of it. And it's the first third of the creek. The mouth of the creek is literally right there. And a lot of you guys who fish this lake know exactly where I'm at right now. So there's some larger fish on the bottom. So actually I'm gonna mark that spot. Done. All right, sounds cool. All right, so we got out to the mouth of the creek. Let me turn the camera, kind of try to show you guys. There's little swirls right here, but there's a lot more surface action. There are actually bass schooling on the bank right over there. There's a lot more action here. There was a lot more bait fish back there, but there's a lot more action out here at the mouth. That's actually a school of bait fish that's right there. I don't know if you guys can see it. And then over there on the bank. So we're gonna grab a fluke or two?
I think we're gonna, throw a couple flukes on bait casters. On bait casters. That's the key. Throw a fluke on a bait caster. Don't throw it on a spinning rod.
We don't lose any fish today. But yeah, that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna set up. We're just gonna fish the mouth of the creek for a little bit and then work our way around. Because like I said, you can have a ton of. I've always said that you can have a ton of bait fish without bass, but you can't have bass without the bait fish because they don't leave far from the dinner table. So let's go freaking catch some. So Jacob, tell me about Anglr on Tour. What was that all about?
So the Anglr Tour came about a pretty crazy way. I was talking to Landon. I'm like, you know what?
Who's Landon?
So Landon's the one of the co-founders of Anglr.
Okay.
We've been working together ever since I reviewed his products on YouTube a couple years back. Okay. And I was talking to him on the phone. I'm like, my goal in fishing is to catch every state fish. And he was like, well, what if we were trying to find a way to both promote Anglr and also send someone on an epic fishing adventure?
Oh God!
I was like, I can volunteer for that position.
I'm single. I got no kids. Let's go.
Yeah. And so basically, what he did is he gave me free reign to plan the trip as crazy as I wanted to. I recruited one of my buddies to be cameraman.
Right.
Mr. Curly Badger, Alex Rohrig, also has a great beard.
Yep, he does.
And what we did is we just found as many different types of fisheries as possible, did 2 months on the road, 35 different fishing trips, and ended up driving, I think, 14,000 miles total. Jeez. Just stayed in motels the whole way out. It was pretty incredible. Something that, I'll never forget.
Man,
I think we checked off 60 species.
Yeah. 60?
60.
Holy cow.
Yep.
And that's all on video on your YouTube channel?
Yeah, so that's on The Anglr channel, we had a proper editor making those videos, so that's the just Anglr YouTube channel, and then I'm re-editing all of them for my YouTube channel just because, you know, I like editing, it's fun. But
that's pretty sweet, man.
Yeah, it was ridiculous.
Come on, dude, totally missed it. He blew up on my Fluke. He totally missed it. Golly. Wasn't a big one. Golly. This is gonna drive me nuts if they don't bite this thing. And that was only like 2 fish, but man.
I have to steal it from you. They're all over this bank.
Yeah. And I don't know if that was a bass or not. It might have been those gar that were out there earlier.
Yeah.
So when you're throwing into fish that you know you have, you know there's fish there, you know they're feeding, they're not hitting your stuff, but you still have confidence in your bait, you always change your action a little bit. And they're pretty active, so I'm going to go a little bit faster. See, there's the bite.
Just like that.
I just sped up my retrieve. I always like when that works.
That was the perfect camera fish for you. Sometimes it works out just like you say it's going to work out.
Yep. Look at that.
Very nice.
Caught the little bugger. Look at that thing. I always like it when a good plan comes together. Rather be lucky than good. I got to do this.
Ding. Beautiful.
All right, so guys, I want you to look. What I always say about birds, there's a great blue heron right there, feeding in the shallow water. Oh, sorry, and there's another one right over there. So, for you bank fishermen, that's how you can tell that there's fish in the area. Them dudes got to fish for a living. So, definitely one of the best signs out there is when you're running around looking and you see multiple herons on the bank. There he is, smallmouth. I just saw him come up and hit it.
Really?
Yep.
I might drop the drop shot down.
I'm getting a Ned rig.
You say smallmouth, I say drop shot. Oh.
That's the money shot right there, bro.
Oh,
did you miss him?
He didn't get it all the way. Yeah.
Yep. That's what happens when you see him bite.
Get excited.
Yeah.
I didn't hook him though, so.
There he goes. Oh, I missed him too. You got it across your shoulder. Coming at you.
Hand under my. There we go. It's chaos. Shoot.
Yep. Yeah, he's just short striking it.
Oh, this is awesome.
Fishing flukes with the Flukemaster.
Might be my video title.
That's funny.
Oh, that's got to be the money shot. Come on.
I think he has moved. He gave us 2 chances.
I know.
Oh, I landed on his head. Good gosh almighty.
3 chances. That was one of the cool things about working out in Yellowstone with NPS was just seeing the accuracy they were able to work with for just getting lake trout and not cutthroat.
Yeah, exactly. Size of the net and
depth.
Yeah, that's freaking crazy.
Yeah, they did a pretty good job of it. It'd be.
Got him.
There it is.
Oh, he came off. Gosh, that was a good fish. Oh. Really? They're right on that dang wall. Oops.
You ran a fish straight up the wall.
Yep. There's one. Gosh. Little one. Saw him come up and grab it.
You even gave him a pause too.
Mm-hmm. Did everything right and still missed him. Right off the end of that tree.
Yep.
Fluke is killing it.
There it is. That's a pretty one too.
Yep. Hold still. Hold still. Oops, he got my finger. Didn't mean to get my finger up in the gills. Oh. This is the one lake that I can tell you that a 10-inch fish almost weighs a pound.
It's a chunky one.
They are pretty healthy. Nice.
Awesome.
Bing. Oh, that's a good one. Stay with him. We'll get the net on that one.
Yeah, that's a good fish. Stay down, stay down. Stay down. Oh, yes. He choked it. Look at the mouth on it. How big is this fish? Look at that thing. Oh my God. Oh my God. I'm shaking. I'm shaking. Look at this fish. That's a stud. Look at the eyeballs. Look at what he's got in his mouth.
He's got a gizzard shed.
Yeah, he's got a massive gizzard shed, yeah.
You guys see what, look at, he's got a freaking massive gizzard shed in his mouth.
Look at that.
That's why we throw a bull shad right there, bro.
Oh my God.
He ate that dang fluke too.
Dude.
Yeah, he's choking a gizzard shed. I told you the big boys eat gizzards.
Look at that fish. Oh my God. Look at the mouth on that thing. My hands are shaking. He chomped the fluke. This is what it's all about. Gonna mark him up. That's a good fish to get in the app. We're gonna put him in the live well, get some good pictures of this guy. Look at the girth, belly.
He's got a half-pound gizzard shed in his mouth.
Oh man.
That made the whole trip right there, bro.
Yep, for sure.
Did you hit the button?
I did. Yep. I hit the button. I smashed the button. My finger probably twitched on it a couple times.
All right, Jacob, so how's that make you feel?
I'm taking my time, recovering a little bit. I'm freaking out. I caught my personal best bass on a fluke with the Flukemaster himself. couldn't ask for better.
Can't put that together.
Yeah. That's the script there.
Yeah, it is, man. That's awesome. Golly, 5.41, I think it was.
Yeah. When that scale read 4 the first time, I'm like, there's no way.
Yeah, that was a 5-pounder, easy 5.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm glad I went and re-zeroed it.
I'm gonna be shaking the rest of the day. Oh man.
I love it. Now we just need to catch a smallmouth and a spotted bass and you'll have the slam.
Yeah. I won't be mad if I don't catch another fish today.
I'm not me either, dude. Nope. Like I said, let's go put it on the trailer before something happens.
Yeah. The next thing in line is gonna be I'm gonna dump my camera in the water.
Yeah, exactly. I've done that before.
Little guy or good one?
Yeah, it's hard to tell. He's decent.
You want a net?
I also got the drag set real loose, so because I got light wire hooks on here. Dang, it ones, bottom ones. Oh, got my finger.
Ding! Another fish. Switched it up to the Bama rig.
Don't throw it very often.
This is that beautiful fish I caught on that Fluke, fishing with Flukemaster here out on Lake Chickamauga. Man, I couldn't ask for a better end to this trip. Everything that we did is going to be up on the Anglr.com/Chickamauga page. Make sure you guys are checking that out, but it's been a killer time. Nice 5.41 largemouth bass here, my personal best. Couldn't ask for more. So we're gonna get this fish back in the water. Beautiful. See you, sweetie. Such a polite swim off too. Appreciate it.
Oh, that was awesome.
That was so cool.
Well, I would call it a good day. I'm freaking excited. Jacob got his new personal best, 5.41. I'm glad we reset that scale.
Yeah.
I've had to do that a couple times on that scale. So anybody who owns that Berkeley scale, it's a great scale. You just got to make sure that you zero it out after you turn it on, or you'll get a lighter fish than you really think you ought to. But man, I've learned a lot. I've learned a lot about the Anglr app and how to use the bullseye and what I'm going to do to be able to help teach you guys more. You'll be able to follow me and where I'm fishing anywhere in the country just by going on the website and going on the app and following my page. I'll leave the links to everything down in the description. We're just getting this thing rolling, so it's going to be a little bit of a slow start, but man, when I get things going, it's going to be a lot of fun. But thanks for Jacob for joining me, man.
Appreciate you having me out here.
I'm glad you caught a fluke fish.
Fluke fish with Fluke.
Ah, that was
too
awesome.
Cool. That's like, when I started YouTube, started watching your videos, that was like, I can't believe that I'm here catching my personal best on your boat, so appreciate it.
Not many people can say that. All right, well, like I always say, guys, be sure to introduce somebody to fishing. Introduce them to my channel. Let me help you teach them how to fish. More importantly, get out on the water, go out and catch some fish, and have a great day. We're going to go get warm. See ya. Sure.